Charge up, focused, recording, screen recording, let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. Well, another week gone by, another Friday night, and sorry I got my video out a bit late last week. Crikey, I tell you what, I'd forgotten how difficult, well not difficult, but how long it took to clip all the different bits of footage together when I film pitchside, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved putting the video together, but boy oh boy does it take some doing. So yeah, I just didn't get done in time. I was busy last week, and these videos are quite easy. Sat talking to the camera, one video, keep cutting me in and out, 20 minutes, it's edited and done and encoded and on its way to YouTube. But yeah, crack, it took ages. I loved it last week, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. For those of you that have watched it, back pitchside, answering some questions, which was quite tricky. I was getting that much into the game, I kept forgetting to look for the next question or try and remember the next question that I revised. But yeah, really enjoyed, and I hope you guys did. Plan is, and this is thanks to, I bumped into Andy Titmus at Cadwell Park a couple of weeks ago. Hi Andy, and hopefully see you on Sunday at Donington Park, all being well. That's where I'm going Sunday, but anyway, more about that in a minute. But yeah, and he mentioned, why don't you do tuition pitchside? And I've thought about it so many times, and of course 95% of the time I can't have anyone pitchside because I'm working on shift. But I thought, and let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested, how about if we get together when it's an international break and I haven't got a shift, let's choose perhaps a Saturday game, a non-league game somewhere, grassroots, where we can get together pitchside, you know, and I'll get a handful of you there or whatever, and we'll shoot a game or two. But let me know what you think in the comments below, if you think it'll work. It was Andy that said, you've got to do some tuition, mate. And I've done some online tuition, obviously. Some of you guys have been kind enough to support me in that way for an hour's chat online and handing over some of my more in-depth tips. But yeah, I thought it might be worth a go. So let me know in the comments, or get in touch with me through my website, and let me know if you'd be interested in getting together for, you know, either one-to-one or a group of 5 of us or something, pitchside. I won't take my gear, I'll just concentrate on you guys, and we can all have a go at shooting a game. And if you want to pick up any tips, then that's what I could be there for. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, and we'll perhaps get something planned. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the set from last week, Newport County. Right, before I get started in the set, I keep forgetting every week, and I haven't this week, thank goodness. I must say a big thanks for those of you that have donated a coffee to me for my Ko-fi fund. The coffees keep trickling in, and you know, whether it's only £3 or £6 or whatever, it all adds up. And I do actually, I collect the money together that comes in that you guys kindly donate on my Ko-fi page, and I do actually use it for coffee. If I'm at a ground or something, I'll pick into that. But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I keep forgetting to say thanks, but you know who you are that have donated some coffees on my Ko-fi page, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's another way to show your appreciation, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, it's great to receive a coffee, get a little bit of a notification on my phone, and 1 or 2 coffees come in now and again, and it's absolutely brilliant. And I say I do save it up, and I use that if I'm going on a landscape trip, put a bit of fuel in the car, or I might save up, you know, my coffees over 4 or 5 months, get myself a memory card, or put the money towards a memory card or something like that. So yeah, every pound of every coffee, it all adds up, and massive thanks. And thanks for supporting the channel in general. Without you guys, this channel is nothing. So yeah, massive thanks for all your support. Anyway, let's get on with the game. Notts County versus Newport Town, and it was a snowy one. Mind you, I think the lads, there was obviously snow around the edge of the pitch, as you'll see here, look. So, but I think the lads spent most of the week, well, Thursday, Friday, I think, clearing the pitch of snow. And then, unfortunately, as you'll find out in a minute, it was a 0-0 game. But quite a strong set. I was quite surprised for a 0-0 game how strong a set it was, and I got loads of stock shots on that, which I've saved a few in the set, so I'll show you them. But yeah, anyway, I'm blabbing on. So yeah, I wanted to try and find a little clump of snow just to show the viewer that it had been snowing and that the weather previous into the week leading up to the Saturday was atrocious. So yeah, 1 or 2 snowy general views here, and then up into the stand just for one, and a couple of different angles. So I always like to make the most of the writing on the seats and compile an image wherever I can. And then I thought this was quite nice in portrait. Obviously everything's set up ready. I focused on the big screen there to get the fixture, and just a nice portrait there. Then round the corner and got a bit lower just to get all that snow in, and then another one of those views, quite like that actually. Obviously this time focused on the winter balls look, because it's probably week 3, is it now, of the winter ball, so still trying to get as many images as I can of that. And there's a nice one, look. I went and pinched a ball out the warm-up bag, the warm-up bag of balls, and and nearly said it the other way around then. That would have been even funnier. Yeah, and I just plonked the ball on top of a bit of, well, it was more like ice than snow, but and just, what am I here? I'm at F14 because I wanted to try and get magpies sharpish, in focus-ish, along with the ball. Obviously my focus point was on the ball, but I knew if I was at an aperture of F14 right down to 60th look, kept nice and still, 16mm look, and it's only ISO 2000, got so much light bouncing off this ice, I knew I'd be able to get that sort of readable, if you like, so that worked out quite nice. And then outside for the lads turning up, Newport Town turning up, and it started raining, and so I just wanted to capture anything that said that the weather was awful. So yeah, he's just putting his hood up, and crikey, this lad was tall. I think he's one of the tallest players in the EFL, I think, but can't remember his name now. But yeah, he's about 6.5 foot, I think, absolutely ginormous, and yeah, got him coming. And then the manager came in, and back into the ground, obviously, just to get some of the lads, and again putting his hood up, look, and the other lads have got their hoods up, and he looked a bit fed up. Look at that, look at the weather, flipping weather here in Nottingham. But yeah, and more hoods up, and yeah, just that is the general scene. And I've started using the screen a bit more, the fold out screen on my R3, and getting nice and low, not looking through the viewfinder but using the screen as a viewfinder, and got this nice low angle of the lads on the pitch and that, and obviously composed it with Notts County, which I thought worked quite well. Probably could have done with a couple more lads here perhaps just to balance it out a bit, but that was all right. And more of the manager just having a look round, and as you can see, raining, and quite like this one, they're having quite an in-depth conversation about something, so just managed to snap that. Back outside again, and I wanted to try, and again I'm using the screen, I've folded the screen out on the R3, I'm on the 70-200, and just focusing on some fans. There weren't many Notts County colours or Newport Town colours, the odd scarf and bits and bobs, but everyone was so wrapped up. But yeah, and obviously autumn, well into autumn now, and there's lots of leaves on the floor and a bit of a puddle. No reflection because it was raining and blowing quite a bit of a gale. So obviously it was in the middle of Storm Bert, but we were quite lucky at Notts County. But another puddle job, look, she'd clocked me, look, she was looking. See his scarf there, so thought that made a nice shot. And then, like it says, just general views, and there's the magpies coming up, so I just thought I'd get him, and he's got his hat on. I don't know who that is, Panthers, look, but yeah, he was obviously making his way to the ground, and some more fans giving the thumbs up. Just painting a picture of the general scene as I do. Back inside then for warm-up now, and still raining, as you can see here, still raining. Lads just going through their paces. He looks totally fed up, look. And just got some nice warm-up again. Somehow, if it's not too heavy rain and you're not getting all your gear wet, and you know, and for the sake of getting it a little bit damp, or you can get the chamois out, get some nice stuff in rain, I always think, because you can freeze them raindrops, and it you know, it just looks nice, and it gives it a nice bit of contrast. Referee just checking his watch, and fourth official just checking his watch, and I thought that was quite nice to get some nice stuff for the fourth official. And then the managers are coming out, and he's in deep thought there, look, so that could go with several stories. So could that, dejection, thinking, whatever. So yeah, and then I've left quite a few stock images in just to show you what I know. I go on about stock a lot, and this would be a stock picture. If he was in the news, they'd just cut him out, wouldn't they? I should think they'd cut him out and you'd see him overlaid next to a story or something, you know. So got lots of nice stock with the ball, man and ball, and always go on about the R5 and how I love it. And look at that, far end of the pitch on the R5. What we at, f2.8, and he's lovely and sharp. Look, still got a nice bit of depth behind him, and that is far end of the pitch, and he must be in his 5-yard box, I should think. Settings wise, look, we're only at ISO 2000, 400mm. ISO 4000, look, 0.002 of a second shutter speed. And yeah, I just love that R5. I say it nearly every video. I think you must be getting bored of it now, but yeah, I have to try and get my hands on an R5. Oh, incidentally, I have asked Canon if I can borrow an R1, so we shall see. Watch this space. Not heard anything back yet, but it'd be great to get hands on and do a bit of a review on the R1. But yeah, watch this space on that one. I emailed them today, so we'll see. But fingers crossed we'll get our hands on one and I can do a bit of a review on it. But yeah, some nice action, more stock look, and I love these stock photos. Lovely with the ball bouncing look, and that one, that's probably the next frame on from that one, but makes great stock shots. And but another one of the R5 on the R5 look, with a lovely pull again, lovely pull there of the keeper. Nice bit of action, nice and clean. Look at that backdrop, apart from the high vis. Always high vis in every image nearly, isn't there? But yeah, quite nice clean backdrop. That nice bit of action, ball's nice and sharp as well, look. And there we are, the keeper again on the R5, pulling him in. Nice tackle there. Back to the dugout, always keep an eye on both managers were quite animated, so that made for some nice images. And now then, let me know what you think in the comments below. I nearly didn't send this, and I'm a bit of a purist, but obviously his arm's out the frame. He's your main subject, and you know that he's closing him down, but I should just like to have just composed it a bit better, look. Obviously flat out, but I've got a little bit of wasted space here, look. Obviously I've left that on purpose when I've cropped it. Always leave your subject room to move into, whether it's a motorsport, you know, a rally car, or a train, an aircraft like Miami Aviation, or you know, players of any sorts of sports. Always leave room for the subject to move into. If you crop it there, I'll have to do another video on cropping and letting your subject move into space. But yeah, if I was to crop it there, it'd stop. You'd feel like it stopped dead. But I've just left it. I'd like to have left it a bit wider, look, just to get his arm in. But anyway, I'm picking. But quite like this one. He's got his eye on the ball, hasn't he? So quite like that frame. That was quite lucky. And more of the manager getting a bit animated. I could have cropped in tight there, you see, because I know. Let's have a look if I crop that in. So I could have cropped it like that, I suppose. You know, something like that. But you don't know who he's shouting at. So I left it wide, and you know that the lino's getting a bit of stick then, don't you? So I left that in there, balanced him off with that player there. If the papers want to pull in on it, they can pull right in on it, look. Losing just a little bit of quality there, look, but that's a massive pull. But you know, if the papers want to pull into that, they can do. But yeah, left that one nice and wide. But another one there, look, probably another frame or two on what's going on lino. But nice punch out from the keeper there. Ball slightly lost in this yellow and green and black look, slightly lost it. You have to search for the ball in that one, so not the best of images. It'd been better if it was here, I suppose, but yeah, just lose the ball there a bit, but backdrop is what it is, isn't it? But another one of the ref, well, another 2 or 3 of the ref, look. One of the lino, never forget the linos. You never know if they're going to be in a story, giving a bad offside or something, so always get the linos. One of the ball being placed down, I like to, as I said in last week's video, I like to sit near the corner now, A, so that I can keep on the 400 a bit longer and keep that depth, but B, because I can get anything, you know, in the corner as well. Because 9 times out of 10, if there's going to be a tackle close to you, it'll be near the corner before they go to then cross it. But yeah, a right goalmouth scramble here, and how the ball didn't go in, I don't know. But as I said, the game ended up being 0-0. But just gone a bit wide. Look, what am I at there? 88mm. Look, just wanted to get the Notts County, get this bit in with the players waiting for I think they're waiting for a free kick there. Shame there's no fans in that stand, but is what it is. And bit more of the manager getting animated. He headed in, but he headed just over the bar. So frustrating. Notts County were all over Newport, to be fair, until the sort of dying minutes of the second half. But quite like this one. Ball's perfect there. Look, got my Puma sign in and the EFL, Sky Bet EFL logo there, and the keeper's clutching it. Probably my favourite image from the game, to be honest. Somewhat a bit abstract here, a bit different, but yeah, quite like that one. And you can also see that it says Newport County on his top, if anyone didn't know who it was. Came out and he gathered that nicely. Number 29 just didn't quite get his head in time. Now this is, you wouldn't know, but he's just flicked it on. 28 has just flicked a header on from a corner. It was quite a low corner and it just struck the post and went out. But that's the frame that I would have sent had he scored. He's on the floor, you know, and you'd caption it that is it McCaffrey? I can't remember his name. McCarry. He'd have flicked it off a header, so it'd have been a nice goal shot that. But anyway, it didn't go in. One of the ref using his spray to mark the free kick line. Always try and get one of the ref with his spray, and it's nice when there's two pairs of legs in it. But nice cross here, nice bit of action again, and he headed in, but it was saved. It wasn't really a powerful header, and again it was saved. But I was just willing the ball to go in, but it never did. But as you've seen, quite a strong set really for a 0-0 game. You just never know, and some games just fall right. Another header over the bar, I think this lad here headed it over the bar from a Newport cross. This is, what's this? Oh yeah, because it was 12:30 kickoff, so yeah, nearly full time, look. And he had a shot, number 11, and it just went wide, look. It beat the keeper, but it just went wide. Here he is here, look. And I thought that was going in. I thought Newport were going to snatch it, but bit more action here. And I think this next frame, yeah, he ran straight into the ref, and the ref got some dog's abuse for getting in the way. But yeah, you can just see him, look, just grimacing here, thinking this is going to hurt. And yeah, he barged straight into the ref. Bit of a throw-in, just getting ready for a throw-in, and he was getting the ball dry, so I thought I'd just get a nice set here, and he's organising the players, look. And so yeah, nice set of him throwing in there. And then that's about it. Full time, 0-0. Wanted to get a bit of dejection from the managers if I could, and he came onto the pitch and was looking down. So yeah, manager looks dejected. What did I put? Let's have a look what I put. Will it tell me what I put? Notts County manager Stuart Maynard looks frustrated at full time. Looks frustrated at full time, and he was a bit, I think. But yeah, just a few high fives from the players, and then applauding the fans to finish off. So yeah. Not a bad set, even though it was 0-0, and I'll probably call the video 0-0, but a good set, something like that. So you just never know, really. And even though it was 0-0, you know, these images are still going to get used in a story. I know some of my images, some of Shutterstock's images go to local papers and that, so no doubt, you know, I don't know what the local paper would be in Nottingham, but or also I think some of the Nottingham games have been covered in the Derbyshire games before, papers before as well. So yeah, they're still going to go everywhere. There's just no goal and no celly to top the set off. But yeah, I was quite happy with what I got. I think I ended up sending 201 images, I think, from a game that's 0-0. Obviously quite a lot of stock and that, but and a few more snowy pictures and that, but yeah, quite chuffed with that. Anyway, this weekend, Coventry versus Cardiff. Looking forward to seeing Lampard. Frank Lampard's just been signed, I think today. Well, it's been made official today. He's the new Coventry manager. So yeah, I've heard that we can't do managers at Coventry, but we'll find out on Saturday. I really hope we can, because I really want to make the most of Lampard's first game and fill my boots with lots of Lampard images. But fingers crossed we can get on to the manager's area for kick-off, but we'll have to see. But yeah, if not, I'm going to get there nice and early and try and capture him coming into the ground for the first time, and you know, first game day. And yeah, fingers crossed we'll get plenty of lamps, but watch this space come next Friday. I'll either be smiling we're having a lamp fest or I won't. But anyway, I'll train my lens on him through the game anyway and make sure I get plenty of him, because he's quite animated as far as I can remember. So yeah, but it'd be nice to see him back in management anyway. So yeah, that's where I am. Jobs are good, and will let me know where you are this weekend in the comments below. Have a great game wherever you are. Fingers crossed it's going to stay dry and no more storms this weekend. And thanks again for your Ko-fi donations, for your Ko-fi support. every coffee that you buy me counts, and I must keep an eye on that more and say thanks more, because yeah, without you guys this channel is nothing. And the Facebook group photography chat is swimming along nicely. It's ticking over nicely now. Lots of different sets on there, and lots of different variety just lately. I know I've been saying, don't just send in your sport. Send in whatever you photograph. I know some lads have a week off and go and photograph the birds in the local park. Any images, they're all great to see, and it gets the chat going. And what settings did you use for that and whatever? So yeah, I love to see stuff like that. And reminds me, must go and change the banner. But yeah, come and join us on Photography Chat on Facebook if you haven't joined yet, and it'd be great to see what you photograph, whether it's just sport or anything else. I say I'm going rallying Sunday, so see what the weather's like. I might make a video on it, we'll see, just to get a bit of variety on the YouTube as well. But yeah, we'll see. If it's going to be nice weather, I might take the video along and make a film from there. But anyway, job's good, and thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Have a great weekend, whatever you're doing. Catch up next week.